Fuck you think you talking to, nigga? Fuck me, nah, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Damn, fuck, nigga. Still can't believe I used to fuck with you. Poppin' playing beats, cause I ain't playing to be stuck with you. Damn, I see you still kicking with them op bitches. I'm the only reason that your goofy ass got bitches. All them hoes wanna look like me, bitch, most likely. Only fucking you just to spite me. But please don't get it twisted, I ain't tripping. I never put my faith in a nigga, bitch. I'ma die independent. If you was wondering, yeah, boy, I'm still that bitch. I had to block you, but you still gotta watch this shit. Cause who the fuck rock it like me? No bra, tight tee, slick back, ponytail, feeling like I'm iced tea. You know I suck it good, real hood, real wake up. You know her head weak if she ain't fucking up her makeup. Damn, I can't believe I used to let you fuck me. I'd rather be in jail before I'm broke. Hey, up, ladies, love yourself, cause this shit could get ugly. That's why as fuck niggas get money. And I don't give a fuck if that nigga leave tonight, because nigga, that dick don't run me. You better get on your knees and eat this pussy right before I have another nigga do it for me. Because dick don't run me, I run dick, nigga. Ay, you's a bitch. Ay, Mugler suit in my meeting. Why you steak when I'm eating? Making so much money, this nigga dumb if he cheating. Bitches watching and hating, put that shit in their faces. I buy the whole building and keep them hoes in their places. He submerged in it, like a baptism. He hit this water, then he coming back a real nigga. How you want a bitch, but don't wanna work? How you want a bitch? Ay, I should've listened to my first mind and told your ass no the first time. Tried to spare this nigga feelings, now he think he hurting mine. And I be at work while you sleep. My pussy is the most expensive meal you'll ever eat. Fuck you, still can't believe I used to trust you. The only accolade you ever made is that I fucked you a bitch. If you get the chance, I bet you snitch. You'll never get a chance to tell me come and pay my shit. Ladies, love yourself, cause this shit could get ugly. That's why as fuck niggas get money. And I don't give a fuck if that nigga leave tonight, because nigga, that dick don't run me. You better get on your knees and eat this pussy right before I have another nigga do it for me. Because dick don't run me, I run dick, nigga. Yeah, you's a bitch.
What's going on, Conscious crew? Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. It is your favorite breakdown commentator, CTV, and I'm excited to bring to you guys, first of all, one of my favorite panelists and one of my favorite Conscious crew members. And look, this is a woman who she put hope back in me, y'all. Okay, she put hope back in me. She got answers, she got plans, she got blueprint, she got incentive. And we're going to let her tell us all about it today. Before I bring up our special guest, you guys already know what I need you all to do. I need you guys to thumbs up this video. This helps with YouTube's algorithm. It helps to push this message, this stream into the algorithm so that other unsuspecting YouTube patrons can also catch wind, okay, of the conversation and the things that we do and accomplish and acknowledge and that we manifest here on this platform. Okay, if you're new here, I also need you to subscribe, because if I like it, you're going to absolutely love it. Okay, I also need you guys to make sure that your notification bell is set to all, because you know sometimes I get into this content manic mode, baby, and I just want to be on here all day. I want to be on here back to back, baby. Okay, doing that thing up real good. Okay, so you need to have your notification bell set to all, so that you never, ever miss a notification. Also, if you're looking for other content, okay, alternative content, you need to pooch on over to Patreon, okay? All description information is in the link below. We were just in Patreon Monday. We was in Patreon last week, and I'll be in Patreon again before the week is out. So make sure that you guys always look at the description box for all information, for all links, etc. And if you don't mind, please personally share the stream out to anyone who you think would be interested in this conversation, even those who you don't think would be interested in this conversation. You never know, okay? So share. And with no further ado, girl, let's push on the road. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, let's
Conscious TV.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Conscious TV.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
My Chocolate Earth Foundation. Hi. I can't hear you.
Okay, here we go. Hi, you can hear me okay?
Yes, love. Welcome to the platform.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm excited too because we as a people have been having these conversations, but oftentimes we don't get to the we don't get to the specifics
exactly
of how we get from point A to
point B, right? And that's usually what people want to know first. Like, what's in it for me?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Why? Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
So before we even get deep off into it, can you tell the people a little bit about you, where they can find you on social media, etc., and then we can just go into the thick of it.
Okay. Thank you, Conscious. Hey, y'all. I am so excited to get the opportunity. Conscious. I caught him and the Tasha K fiascos. And I said, is he mediating? Oh, I love this. Let's go. And so just the spirit, just the audacity and the strength behind that. That is me. I do not care what nobody is saying about what I'm doing because I'm going to do it anyway. But anyway, so yes, Chocolate Earth Foundation. Because I had a little emotional moment before I came on. My mother is the reason that Chocolate Earth is. And I know I talk about her and I mention her a lot because she was so integral in helping me realize that I wasn't crazy, that I wasn't, hallucinating. Like, am I thinking the right thing? So, with all that said, here we are now, almost. I started this in 2018. So here we are. So I want to just say that the reason. Oh, okay. Is that better? Was I sounding like I was in the doctor's office?
Oh, you sounded fine to me.
Oh, okay. I just didn't want it to be too close. Okay. And you can see my lips, so y'all know I ain't lying. So I have a YouTube page, Chocolate Earth Foundation, on YouTube. All I need is 1,000 subscribers so I can move the needle. You can
hold on. Stop right there.
Yes.
Chocolate Earth is her YouTube name, Chocolate Earth Foundation. I need you guys.
Really, I'm excited. I'm sorry. Look, I'm acting like I'm in school.
How
many
subscribers you got over there, Chocolate?
Yeah, like what? Okay.
How many subscribers you got over there?
What you talk about?
On YouTube. How many subscribers you got over there?
How many do I have?
Yeah.
I have 39 subscribers.
39 subscribers. I need you guys to go over right now and type Chocolate Earth's. Okay, here's the link. She needs 1K.
Thank you.
Chocolate Earth Foundation YouTube search engine. Subscribe. We're also going to link her YouTube page in the description box, you guys. So by the time this video ends, please click the link and subscribe to Chocolate Earth, okay? Support the YouTube channel so the sister can monetize, honey, and make her money, honey, and do what she needs to do out here,
okay? Thank you, sir. And that's pretty much it. On my YouTube channel, you'll get to see what I'm talking about, what my intent is. But for Conscious to give me this opportunity, I want to give you guys a lot deeper understanding of what you can do and benefit no matter what your income is. Because I know a lot of people, when they discuss land and property, they think, oh God, that's like hundreds of thousands or 50,000. No. So I will go ahead and just, I'll preface with this. You can ask me anything. And if I don't have an answer for you, I can pull it up and show you. If you want statistics, I have those too. I didn't want to throw a lot of that at you guys because I know the audience I know how we do. And I
Mhm.
really Conscious is giving me the opportunity as well. So once I wrap that part up, you guys can come up and ask me questions and we can go through the scenarios because I know my people. I love y'all so y'all always got a scenario. It's always if
It's
the
a what about
zombies
is the what about is the
if
money.
right, if the zombies come, then the zombies is gonna
What if
come.
Jesus come before I get landed?
You can tell Jesus, I bought some land, yo.
Period.
That's what you can say. Okay, let me
Yeah.
stop. So I am professional to let you know, but this is a semi-professional event. Okay. So let's get started.
Yes.
All right. Chocolate Earth wants to and is doing as we're speaking. I ended up relocating. I started this in Arizona, right? And my family and I, we had come together and had invested in 10 acres of property. So we were going to divvy that property up. And this is when we started deciding what Chocolate Earth was going to also do outside of food.
Mm.
So the first thing is to feed people, is to heal them. So we want to grow fruits and vegetables. So not in your normal sense of a plow and tractor and some brother, doing some stuff. No, this is all what they call agritech. So agricultural and technology coming together,
Mm.
growing with water is the fastest, healthiest way to grow food. That's
Now,
how
what
it's
do you
been
mean
growing.
to grow with water?
Right.
What do
So
you
to
mean?
grow with water, you have aquaponics, aeroponics, and hydroponics. Maybe some of us are familiar with the hydroponics if you got a friend. But basically, what that does is it gives you the opportunity to allow your food to grow without pesticides,
Mm.
without any of the chemicals, and all of those things, just straight fresh. It's just
Oh,
between the ground and into your hands. Um, with that, we can then put out fruits and vegetables at a rate of 30 to 55 days. And
mm.
see, you can keep growing.
Mhm.
Do you see what I mean? So it's like, imagine having a apple tree or a money tree in your backyard. Basically, you go to the money tree, pull your money, and that the next bud is coming up. And that's what work growing with water does for you. And so with the hydroponics, you have more of a like, think of a table, and I have some pictures and stuff, and I'll pull them up. But think of a table. Think of all of the different little like hold on, because I can talk and chew gum at the same
At the
time.
same time, period.
So what I'm gonna do is I am going to share with you guys. We'll just talk through that because I really want you to get the opportunity to see as I'm talking. So
Mm.
while I'm pulling that up, let me find it. I'll do it this way. Yeah.
You
I'm gonna
guys,
just
how many?
share my screen.
And as Chocolate Earth Foundation is sharing her screen, you guys, I'm in a live. I cannot. I'm not going to call someone in the middle of my live. So I will take care of all
Oh,
things
I'm weak.
this.
I'm weak.
Okay.
I'm weak. I'm weak. I'm weak. That's all right. Okay. They needed to talk to you. So we're gonna do it
Yeah,
like this.
it's another situation going on another side
I
of the virtual
understand.
tree.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move that right along. So what I was saying is that you get the opportunity to see how you can grow this. So can you see it? Can you see my screen yet? Did I share
No, it
anything
hasn't
yet?
showed up yet.
I'm
No.
special. Hold on. Here we go. Ah, good. Here we go. Great. Can you guys see now? Can you
Yes.
see?
Let me
Okay,
invite you.
perfect, perfect.
Ooh,
So
okay.
as I'm talking, I'm gonna go through the things that I am discussing. So here is hydroponics and what it would look like. Let's make that bigger. Come on now, don't take all day. All right. Can you see this? I know it's huge. Hold on.
Yes. Yes. I see all your
Uh-oh.
files, honey.
Quit
All
looking
up
at
in
my
your business.
files. Quit looking at my files. Don't be looking at my
All up
files.
in your
Okay.
business.
Stop it. Okay, well, hold on. Let me quit playing. All right, here we go. So if you guys can see the photo, this is kind of like, I don't like the way this opened. Hold on.
Now, is this
That's
a
tacky.
photo? Okay.
That's an actual photo. I had a video. I have a video. I have all this stuff, but I don't want to overload it. If anybody wants to see it or request anything, I'm happy to share it. Let's see here. I'm going to open my little I want my pictures to come up better, and it was coming up real special
I'm
like.
so
Oh,
jealous of y'all people who can do this chocolate, because I could never open up my file without being paranoid that all of my cheese and things is gonna be coming through, girl.
listen,
I
that's
ain't got
why I
to
got 5 phones. Listen, I got 5 phones, Conscious. All of them don't work though. But I got them and they got the
Period.
files. And so
You
if I
better be
need
on
my
your
number to
Kevin
come.
Gates tip, honey. Got 2 plus
Yeah.
with it.
Okay. So what, like I was saying to you, what we want to do is get the opportunity to grow in a way that is going to give you the ability to see, where does it go? See, that's what happened. You get old. I put my glasses on. Lord have mercy. Okay. Because it's taking too, I didn't want to lag because it's taking like too long with my other with the Wi-Fi. Okay, so here we go. So this is what
Now we can't see your
hydroponics.
picture. It's black on my end, boo.
Oh,
It's a
really?
black.
Okay, hold on. Let me
It might
see.
be full screen, which is why.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let me see. Can you see it now?
No, it's still
Let me
black,
share my
child.
whole window. That's ghetto.
Okay.
Hold on.
And as you guys
Let
are
me
coming in,
see.
just make sure that you guys thumbs up the video. Make sure you guys are checking out the links in the chat. My mods are circulating Chocolate Earth's links to her YouTube channel, etc. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Queen, honey. Okay? And thumbs up this video so we can push this into the
Okay, you
out.
can
Oh,
see my screen. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, hold on one second. So this
you
is a, can everybody
so
see
beautiful and
this?
plush. My
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Well, you
So
look like some things that enlighten me. It look like if I eat this, I just become enlightened.
yes. And I'm glad you said that, because what it is, this is a we're gonna take us just a little quick side tour,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the incentive. Okay, here's
Mm-hmm.
what's in it for me. And to your point, when you look at these right here and this right here, this is when of course, the plant is first growing. They're called microgreens. And if anybody has heard of microgreens, you know them, but we didn't realize that it had so much nutrients in them. And people sell this, right? There is a small community, I think, of people who grow microgreens as a hobby, and it is 7 days long. And there is you can make between, like, maybe 3,000 to up to 3,000 some a month, and up to 100,000 a year. You can sell these to restaurants, and they pay big dollar to
Mm-hmm.
set this up in your kitchen. And see, that is to the point of subscribing to Chocolate Earth, because once we have the first greenhouse up, this is what I'll be doing. I'll be showing every step as we go. So I'm just really super excited to get the opportunity to share this, because not only would it be healthy for you, it can be lucrative for you, and it can give you the opportunity to know you can grow whatever you want to grow. We have everything we need in the earth. Every pill we take, the medicine that we use, it has an origination of the ground. And that's it.
Yeah.
Trees, ground.
How
You know what I mean?
maintenance is it to grow something like this?
This is
Is it like
7 days. Yes,
7 days?
very
Okay.
easy. So here, I'll break it down. So you can do let me You know what? Let me find
I
you
want
the
to start
video
growing.
I got.
I want to start growing some stuff too, chocolate, and putting it in my
Yeah.
windowsill. You
Yes.
know.
And it will grow for you. And these, again, no pesticides, no
Mm,
changing. You don't have to do any of those things. And what's so great is that certain vegetables that you can do this with, you can just
mm,
continue, it'll continue to grow. Now, when you
yeah.
take the sprout, of course, you start all over. But when you allow it to grow, you can pull off some mint off of one. You can go walk down, get some basil. Boom, you're done. You're done. You're done. So let me keep going. So that is what it would look like in a part of an aquaponic form. But I'm going to show you a really quick
And not
example.
only is this healthy, it's low maintenance to grow, but it's also
Mhm. Yes.
lucrative. Well,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes, it is. I want to show you guys. I have a, let me see this real quick. I have just do, it's always gonna open in paint, and I'm having a moment right now where it's a special neat moment. So hang on with me. And I believe my family is in the audience too, and I want to shout out
Hi,
to them
family.
because my sister, my niece, my nephew, they have been integral in, supporting that for
Yeah.
me too. So here we
I,
go. Okay, this is huge. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. 'Cause, I think after this, we're gonna have to jump on the. Okay. Boom. Can everybody see that?
yes, we can see
That's
that.
that
Full
is
screen.
microgreens. Those are
Wow.
microgreens.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mm-hmm. And you can
Now,
grow
I've
this
never
in
heard
your
of
home.
microgreen chocolate earth. I've never heard of microgreens
Let
before.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second.
I've never
Um,
eaten them.
yes, you have. Yes, you have. If you've ever gone to a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
you ever gone to a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those things that we see, they dress it up and it's real fancy and sit around your food.
Oh,
Like
you
it'll
see,
look like mint or whatever.
yes.
Like if you go out of town sometimes, or if you go somewhere, they'll have those
See, I
kind of
don't do
things.
too
And
many
that
fancy
is,
situations. I eat real ghetto.
oh, well, that's gonna change. Me
So
too,
they don't
baby.
be
But
doing
me
the
and you gonna have
microgreens
to
at the ghetto
go.
joint chocolate.
Yes, yes,
They
we
don't be
going.
doing
We're gonna be
microgreens at the local
fancy.
hot dog stand at the mom and pop's joint. Straight don't be
Stop.
doing the
Wait.
microgreens there.
Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. Let me get organized. I can't mess with you. However, when you, and I'm gonna bring some more stuff up for you guys. So when you have the ability to do it, and it takes like, you can use those carts. You know how you get strawberries in those
Mm-hmm.
carts in the,
Yeah,
you can do that. There are so many options. Can we pull up? We can pull up YouTube right in here.
of
Okay, cool.
course.
So I'm gonna do that. I know that's a
And
crazy
someone
question, but I was just thinking
and Mo
about
just
that.
asked, is there a network to find buyers for small growers?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. And they're right here on YouTube, believe it or not. So I've had the opportunity to, be all over here for the last some odd years. And I'm gonna tell you something. There is a network. There is the ability to do that. So you guys can see me. I'm gonna pull up. We're gonna go. Can I just go there? Do I just,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Ghetto. This is my first one. I joined StreamYard
Mm-hmm.
and I was testing it out, and then nobody came, and I was just talking to myself.
Oh,
So that's okay. No, I'm just playing. It was cool. Now you giving me great practice. I'm just playing.
and y'all
So
love to practice when
here
y'all
we
gotta prevent.
stop. I can't. So while I'm talking, what I'm gonna pull up is I'm gonna just pull up these little short clips that
Mm-hmm.
have the different things that are
Okay.
available.
Yes,
Let's
honey.
see
She
here.
she she gonna give y'all information, y'all. 'Cause the Conscious crew members, they be ready to get into some things, baby. Like they be ready to
Yes,
sow, they
yes,
be ready to plant, they be
yes,
ready to invest, they be ready to get into.
yes. Okay, okay. Here we go. So you guys can all see right where I'm at. Correct? Conscious, can you see?
Uh, yes. Well, I see the StreamYard on the screen. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't see. Oh, wait a minute. How do I get
No,
this?
it just
Okay, hold
exited
on.
out of the YouTube. I did see the YouTube at first.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me do this because I think I did it. Okay,
Y'all
how about
guys,
now?
live production, guys, is a lot to deal with when it comes to live production, honey. Okay, when we doing this in live form,
I know, right? Okay. And so here you go. We're gonna check out Donnie Greens. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea so you guys can
now
see
you sure
what
that
I'm looking
Mr.
at too.
Johnny ain't gonna flag? He ain't gonna copyright? Do I need to put up the fair use caption?
No, no. These is cool people. Cool people. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna let Donnie. I could just show you. I just want to show you. We're not even gonna play his whole video. It'll just give you. I just want to give you a little bit of what I am speaking of. Because it hits home when you can see what's going on. All right, so we're gonna mute Johnny, and I can speak to what he's talking about.
Okay.
So right behind him, if you guys see, do you see how the crates and stuff that are
Yeah.
available for you? These things you can buy. You can go to the Dollar Tree and buy these,
Yeah.
right?
You can.
And so it does. It takes about 5 to 7 days, depending on the ones you have. So let me speed it up. Donnie ain't gonna flag us. We're gonna listen real quick.
You can fully grow this in 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
That is remarkable. Chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. And you can make money doing this. Now you see that this man is doing. These guys are doing it, and it's not us. That's the thing. It's
Right.
not us. It is not us, and that is why I think for me, I am so pushing because these things will assist us. The process ain't nothing. A lot of these stuff, like you can grow onion links, the leeks, which are little onions, and you can get the little crates, and you can grow it pretty much in anything. You can grow microgreens in the your grandmama mason jar if that's what you so want to do. Um, so there has those elements. Everything I speak to has a element of I can make money off of this. And in talking about microgreens, moving into just a little bit of about the land. Land is available all over the country. I talk about it all the time. You hear me say it. I get mad. I say it. It is because it is available and it's been available. Right now. So I did pull this up. So if anybody wants to go, you can go look at it for yourself. I belong to every land website you can find. And the government also auctions off land. $99. You can be holding 40, 50 acres of land because the government is trying to get rid of it.
Ready for
Um,
the
and here is on a wide scale, not small growers, but on a bigger scale of land, just to give you an idea. RuPaul and her husband, they own like over 100 something acres, and they are fracking. They are getting oil money.
explain that. Like I don't like.
So fracking is a way to dig in the ground and get oil and make money off of it. And so companies are paying her to be able to come and frack.
Extrapolate
It's
oil
basically
from
like
land.
it's like you're farming from the ground. Everything you need is from the
Now,
ground.
did she know that there was oil on the land before she purchased?
Yes.
Or okay,
Yes, because what you can do, no matter what size of property, you can have someone come out and survey. You can
survey.
have someone come out and test your soil. You can have someone come out and find out if it's a flooded area, and see the government gives you grants when you build in areas like that. Um Rural areas that are empty, there's no one there. There's like five people and they probably about to go. So it's like in Arizona, for example, it's a whole town for sale.
Jesus, yeah.
So let me see. So here's what I want to do.
And while you're
I
looking for
don't
that,
Go ahead,
um,
say it again.
Mo said, does the indoor method for the microgreens attract the fruit flies and gnats, or is it
That
gnat and fruit fly free?
that is a wonderful question. And no, it will not. Because if you keep them secure, just don't have them next. Oh, don't open the window. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But as far as you want to have them in a place that you don't have to worry about whether someone is going to change the temperature or allow people to, for little things to get in. But if you can grow them and encase them, you don't have to worry about that at all. You don't. And then like you can use wet paper towels. We will get into it, I promise. Because what I'll do is I'll just pull up the different videos that I have that is
Okay.
step by step stuff. Because I don't want to kill y'all with a whole bunch of I want to know what you guys want to know.
We want to know
Because
it
I can
all, and
yes, because
we
I can
definitely
talk
want
about
to
it
know
all day. Because you
the lucrative part about the
right.
land and
Yes,
how to turn that into currency. All the
that's
different options
right.
you have when you make purchases for lands, the different
Hmm.
things you can do creatively to monetize your land. Whether that's
Exactly.
affordable housing, you can build. I mean, there's all
Yes,
types of shit you
I
can
got
do.
all that for you. And I was thinking about you last night and I was
Mhm.
doing some more research because we were talking about if you have a community, how are we going to protect it? And I know a lot of people, melanated folks, LGBTQ, those who are vulnerable would be afraid. And I get that. So this is why I have found there is a couple of clubs that I have been researching that do security. Because see, here's the fun part about it. The power that we can create by having our own community is not just monetary. This also gives you an opportunity to have political power. Um, in every state, if anyone is familiar, they always talk about the electoral college, right?
Mhm.
Well, how do they get those people? How does that work, right? So to simplify it, each state, depending on how many districts you have, every state gets three. So that is one senator and two House reps. So you can then base it on if you move to a place that only has three electoral votes. You can flip it by bringing in the community
Mhm.
and having that change because it's a new district. So now they have to adjust. It's in their laws. This is in their constitution. And so these pieces I put all together because I'm that person as well. I'm a working person.
Yep.
I've worked the majority of my life owning land, farming land. What? So the only person in my family who also built a community was my great grandfather. He was from Alabama and he owned a town and plaza before those were even popular. This was in like I want to say early
Mhm.
30s and 40s in Alabama. He was a dean of a college and that's why he was able
Mhm.
to do that. We had lumber, we had all kinds of stuff. And when you don't know what to do, what do you do first? You sell it.
So,
And that ties into what everything I'm talking about ties into the other thing. It builds security, it builds economic power. It also leaves you in a place where you're generationally offering power. Miss Lady Royal, I am in the midst of working on that right now. I actually got an offer to someone may invest and purchase. It's the purchasing of the paperwork. It's about $600 worth of paperwork we got to take care of to get our 501(c).
okay.
So
Something that you're in
that
the
is,
process.
yes, I'm in the process of that right now. Hmm. Because
Okay.
once that happens, and I will make sure I send it and make sure you guys have it. I just wanted to make sure that the website was informational and had everything you got, anything that anyone needed at this point in time.
Yes.
So thank you for asking the question.
And do you have
Hello,
a
hello.
GoFundMe, or do you have a Cash App, a PayPal, all that stuff? 'Cause we can
Oh yes, I can give you that. I'm happy to do that. You know what? I love teaching. I get caught up in that. So I apologize. I'm just like, yes, y'all want to
listen,
know.
I'm
I
gonna
tell
blame the
you.
family now. Y'all in the chat, y'all supposed to be helping her get all these notes. Make sure she got her stuff. Y'all supposed to be in this chat putting her PayPal, her stuff. Get on it, family. Chocolate Earth. Okay.
So let us. I have talked a lot. I know I have, and I know you guys have
The
questions. I would
family
love
said to tell
for.
them about the GoFundMe at some point as well.
Yes, okay. That's my sister. Shout out to
Hey,
her.
sis.
Yes, I do have a GoFundMe. So here's what you can do. If you go to my Chocolate Earth YouTube page, everything is there. I promise. My
Okay.
sister is taking care of that because she knows I'm awful at stuff like
I'm
that.
about to pull up your page, actually.
Thank you. And yes, all of that, my Cash App, my GoFundMe,
All right.
everything. So thank you. Thank y'all for even asking. And I appreciate that. So when you are ready, Conscious, we can bring up,
I'm ready.
let's talk. Let's get this going. Let's get some information out here.
Okay. I'm ready. Do you want
Yes.
me to drop the link for folk, or
Yeah, go ahead. Drop the link.
so you
Hmm.
guys, um, for those of you who not comfortable coming up, definitely ask all of your questions in the
Yes,
chat. We're gonna
please.
drop the
Oh,
link.
yes.
We're gonna drop the link as well if you guys have any questions, stuff like that. Because people really want to know. Okay, like
Yeah.
what do I do with it? Because you touched on it. Like a lot of our people have things. They have
And
valuable
they don't
things. They
know.
don't know what
They
the
don't
heck
know.
to do with any of
Right.
it.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
people are sitting on, like, I got a friend right now. They live in Fort Pierce, Florida, and their family, his mom, like, they own a whole lot. And all they do is get the grass cut like 3 times a year, and they're not doing anything. It's just sitting there, and it's been in the
Woo!
family for three
We need to
generations.
talk. You need to get him my number. Listen, I'm trying.
Love.
We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna get deeper into the
Mm-hmm,
housing part because you talked about that. And
mm-hmm,
with, like I said before, with Chocolate Earth, we are gonna start with growing food. So right now, what I have been doing is just fundraising for the finishing purchase of the first piece of property and getting the greenhouses up before winter. Because if we can get the greenhouses up before winter, we can have a harvest right before Thanksgiving. And not that I just want to do holidays, it's just that we can start there and make sure that not only people could purchase boxes, because that's what it would be. That it
mm-hmm.
would be boxes. But everything I'm talking about, I promise, is on my page.
Right.
And then once I can monetize it, I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna teach in every class, every step of the way. I'm gonna show you from the time I sign the paperwork to the time we hit the ground because it is about transparency. And I also know that a lot of our people are worn out from a lot of the promises that Black folks get on here, and they promise things and don't nothing happen. I'm a worker. I have always been that way. And when I got the opportunity, and it was, and I believe in the creator, I believe that in the universe, I believe things happen for a reason. Everything has a moment. And so now here we are. Here I have met you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Heart of Inspiration. You gave me that. You gave me the to go ahead and come on out here and talk about some stuff. So I appreciate that.
And you doing it with
Um,
the link.
yeah, and the audience, I love I love the audience. I love the people that come up and talk. It's a good vibe. So yeah,
And
I
we
want to
need
give you
y'all to share
guys.
the stream out too, because I used up a lot of my notifications yesterday, you guys, because
Yeah,
I was posting away on my community wall and all of that and
right.
different stuff. And YouTube don't reset stuff until 48 hours
Yeah.
later. So all of y'all are probably in here because you just manually
Yeah.
were scrummaging through YouTube and saw me live. So definitely share the stream out, you
Please,
guys.
I appreciate that because he gave me my first starring role on the YouTube street. So let's get into this. Let's go. He got till
Yeah.
9. I'm here for it. Let's go.
So let me ask you. So I really want. So I know. So with what you can give away, like some free tips and tricks for people who are sitting on stuff, particularly land, 'cause I know that
Right.
land is a big issue for you. So can you just like kind of talk about some of the things that people can do with land
Oh
that they're sitting
yeah.
on, acres of land, plots of land, houses that they own that you're just sitting there, condos that's just sitting there, what are the
Whatever the case may be.
yeah.
Um, so a lot of things that you can do, and I'm gonna give you the things that are really truly attainable.
Mm-hmm.
You can lease land, meaning that you can allow companies, let's see, cell phone companies.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Joe Biden has passed this bill to do more in environmental stuff. You can windmills. They want to start putting windmills. And let's say if the land is where you can allow them to do that, they'll pay you every month. Every month they'll pay you. Cell phone companies, I think the start out is about 1,500 a month. And that's just on using 1 acre. Imagine if they want to put more than one on. And then the price goes up. It elevates based on what's going on. So it's still your land and you're still making money off of it. You can put greenhouses on your property and provide and grow food. You can grow with another one we'll talk about is aquaponics. Aquaponics is where you can breed fish and grow food, because what happens is that the system is set up so that the fish poo is fertilizing all of the plants, and you can grow. You can grow you could grow hemp. Hemp is huge.
Uh-oh.
Arizona, for instance, with with those kind of things, hemp is used for so much. Hemp is used for rope. You can sell that to boating companies. They use it. Company will come and they call it where there are agencies, and I'm happy to add those to the mix. There are agencies, if you're interested in that will allow another farmer to lease your land, but you still get money and someone else is working the land. If that's, if you don't want to be involved like that. There's a huge issue with housing. Huge issue. Because one, a lot of landlords are not going to take Section 8. A lot of corporations don't want to build low income housing. So you have an opportunity, and the government sits on billions of dollars to give to people that do these things, especially for our veterans. Surprisingly, they get treated the worst, even though they doing a job that I don't do. They come back and they have nowhere to go. They can't take care of their families. And there's not enough affordable housing for them. So yeah, those are the things that are attainable that you can do. Now, when we talk about building, we talk about how we can then turn the earth into a community. Okay. I'm gonna pull up this video for us because I want to talk about earth building for a minute. So earth building, when you think about that, probably what you talking about, a mud hut? No, not at all. I had somebody say that to me and I lost it. Oh no, what happened? What y'all got?
God.
Okay. I was like, a mud hut? What is that? So this is ancient millennial building skills. This is the ability to build what they call hydroelectricity. Imagine living near some water, and all you have to do is build something that takes a little bit of that lake water and brings it over to you. You can run electricity. It's free. You can have a windmill. You can do all of those particular things. So it all plays. And like solar, you can have an apartment complex that runs completely on solar. Not only does that help them, it helps you as a landlord because you have to pay into that as well. Some people don't, but a lot of, they put that in the mix. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it is an amazing thing, and I was so surprised and I was so disheartened that my people aren't there. My people ain't in it. There was a young lady, I'm just closing this stuff. There was a young lady that did a TikTok, and she was at a tech event, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was no one there. There was no one black that was there. There was no one of color but her. I have talked to angel investors
Mm-hmm.
who said that tech, agriculture, and manufacturing are the ways that we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but we're not in those, we're not even titans in those industries. And those are the things that cause, this is why we end up being behind, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it comes up. There's a gentleman in Ghana right now who, don't let it scare you. This is stuff, other people do. That's not how we do that. Because I know what we would look for. When people think of earth homes, I'm gonna just show you this real quick.
Okay.
I'm
And
gonna
Ty had
just,
asked, do you have any info on how to obtain grant money? Because these are all the things people just don't have the
yes,
outside. Don't
yes.
just don't know.
Yes. I do. I have all the links and things like that. And those are the things I want to share on my page. I'll add
Hey,
that. I'll do a little video and add that, or just throw them in the information on my YouTube page. You can also follow me on Instagram. Completely forgot about that. You can follow me on Instagram.
you can
It's
also
chocolate
link through your
foundation.
YouTube, right? Because I
Yes,
see all
it
of your
is.
are on
Yes.
your YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
if
this
you
is
guys go to
mhm,
Chocolate Earth
yeah.
YouTube page, y'all will find her Instagram, y'all will find her Cash App, y'all
Hmm.
also find her YouTube page. Make sure that you guys follow her. She's gonna get more detailed on her platform, but she's gonna push this information in a
Hmm.
nuanced way. Okay, so she's just
Oh yeah.
just
Oh
bringing
yeah.
awareness to what she's trying to put you all on to. So you guys gotta follow her to get into the thick and the deep of it.
Yes. Because again, I want us to be in a position, not only for me, yes, I want to make money. I have to. There's no choice. You
Sure.
can't barter or anything like that. That's what you have to do. However, I have worked in different sectors. I've worked in education, I've worked in corporate, I've taught children, I've taught adults. I've also been a truck driver. I have met pretty much all the majority of the elk that runs the country. And when you get into that space, you realize they make it so difficult because they don't want you to do it. Because it's more of a hoarding thing on that end instead of it where we can all eat. And so once I knew that I could explain this information as well as execute it, this is when I started running my mouth, because you can do this. I'm gonna share. You know what? Let's do this. Let's bring up who want to talk, and I'll get into the piece about the deeper piece of the community side of it, because I know that was a huge piece that we discussed, and talk about how your investment, and if you even putting in yourself into a position where you could be a part of that, will also put you in a place of generational wealth as well as economic power for us. So yeah, because I don't want to ramble, because I love talking about this stuff. So I don't want to
If you
just go
guys
order.
Yes. So if you guys have questions, concerns, hit the link. The link is in the
Mm-hmm.
description box below, you
Please,
guys. So once
please.
you
I'm
get
gonna
chat,
pull up some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and close my camera real quick, and I'm
yeah.
gonna pull up some stuff, and I want to show us while
So
while
in
they, while
terms
people
of
coming up.
like the conversation that we kind of was having a little bit last night about the
Right.
protection piece,
Yes.
I know that you were mentioning earlier in this conversation that you were saying that you had looked into. Can you recall it for me?
I looked
As
into security.
security. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Um, So what does that look like, especially like on a grassroots? Well, I guess my first question to you is, when do you think it would become a threat before security is probably even necessary? Because they didn't do anything about Black Wall Street until it was thriving,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
there was an assault on Black Wall Street. But do you even think
Mhm.
that protection is necessary in the inception
I'm
of?
of what can be, yes. And that's being a two part. So I'm gonna put it this way. Yes, it's going to be necessary from the beginning. I have no doubt. And the reason I say that is because right now our government is in a shift. Right now the states are in a shift. We've got several things going on at one time. So this is kind of like for me where I say let's do it while they're not looking. With that sentiment, it's like we build a community, we bring our own in, we start to pull our money, and it doesn't come out of the economy. What it does is it circulates amongst us longer, right?
Mm-hmm,
Because eventually we got to pay someone else. Okay, so within that circle, so we would become a threat when they realize that now we can change the landscape. Give you an example of that on, and like you said, on a grassroots level.
mm-hmm.
If you took, give me a state. I'm trying to think of a state real quick, and it's like my brain is frozen. Um, I'm gonna go Montana. Now, if you think of Montana, that is not a place that you would be like, "Oh, I'm ready to go." No, not as a person, not as a melanated person, so to speak. However, Montana has a very small population, and they're all grounded in one spot. And a lot of indigenous people live in Montana. That's not discussed. So on a grassroots level, if I bought, because they're currently right now, it is available. Someone did ask, and I'm gonna tell you, it's called Land Watch. If you just want to go, type in Land Watch, and that's where you can see all the land available across the country. So to your point, we will become a threat when um we let me say, I'm so sorry, my sister was giving me some information. So anyway, what that looks like on a grassroots level is once the economy that we create within the community is pulling away from theirs, we're their biggest consumers. Like I keep telling you, it's factual. 2020 to 2021, black folks spent $1.6 trillion. Now, what you spend it on, they're not going to break that down, but that's how much money we put in other people's pockets.
Yeah,
And especially like people like yourself, influencers, people on Instagram, YouTube, that's where black wealth is coming from.
yeah.
That's where the height was. And we were down 11 million. And that tells you that they know this. This is why they come into our communities and make money. I mean, it is a given. We support what is going to benefit us. If you're in our neighborhood and you cool, we're going to come support you. It's just something natural that comes with that. And I know that people are think or are afraid that some militia going to get together and try to come and take over. They can't do that anymore. They can't do that. They can try, but they can't do that anymore. And that's why I said,
So you
just
don't
the
think that we have to fear the Proud Boys?
you know what? I'm gonna tell again. The when that comes, and it would come, is when we change the political scene. But that's the only way we're going to have any kind of power in this government is changing that scene. And what that looks like is creating communities that people can affordably live in, they can work in. It's gated, it's protected, we have
Yeah,
security. Other people do it. Our unmelanated people been doing this for a minute. That's the
yeah,
first gated communities were suburbs.
yeah,
You know what I mean? They decided we don't want to live in the inner city no more, and they pushed us out.
yeah.
They pushed us out, pushed us into areas just like they did the indigenous people. They pushed us in the worst areas, places that we're not near water, places that grocery stores aren't close to us. And then it plays into what they need. If we're all raggedy, they make money. The government pays people to take care of the things they need to take care of.
Sure, absolutely.
So why not us get that money and take care of ourselves? It's not a handout. This is money that they have earned off the backs of our ancestors.
Yeah.
You know how long America has been around. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Fort Knox. Are you familiar with Fort Knox, Conscious?
Absolutely.
Excuse me. Fort Knox holds all of those pieces of paper we keep, those green dollars, is based off of what is in these vaults: gold, minerals, land, oil contracts, on and on and on. So the government is not, the government sits on this money because we make it for them. Why we go to work every day, we pay taxes, we pay into things, we pay on our land property, that's taxes. The government, state to the highest level of it, that money sits there and
Yeah.
we can take advantage of it. So I leave it there as far as where it would go, because I've already, here I throw that in here. Did you ever watch those shows? They stopped because they said they was scaring people. But remember Doomsday Preppers? Did you ever watch
Yes,
that?
of course.
Child, look, look
Yeah.
here. I love that show, and I'm gonna tell
We
you
need to be
something.
prepping as the melanated people for our future. We need to be
Yes,
passionate.
yes, because it is the truth. I started watching it, right, and I'm like, wait a minute, that stuff can be used now because we have the technology.
Absolutely.
I just, I feel it only necessary that in what I'm
Mm.
trying to create, I have to give back because I've had so many people in my life help me, give me information, so on and so forth, that got me to this place. I'll even break it down to the hair. Do you know that we can grow and make our own form of like bundles and extensions and all that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
This is when we become a threat. When we start pulling from those particular economies. Another example is manufacturing. The things that we order from Amazon that will only work for a week, right? We have manufacturing empty warehouses that can make that stuff. We can invest in a 3D printer and you could pop that stuff out. And that gives people opportunity. And that's where my brain goes. So even with me just starting out and wanting to just grow food, growing food leads to other things that I'm dabbling in.
Yeah.
And so that's on a deeper level. People that want to get in the nitty gritty, yeah, you got to call me. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, there has to be. And you said it yesterday. There has to be a delegation. There has to be a group of people. And that's what happens. People get together and they make things work.
Yeah.
Um, Having a black think tank is a necessity. And that's why I
Yeah.
told you, I said, hey, we need to have something like that. I don't care. I throw my hat in there. Let's get it going. You need to be in there. Reckless. You know, it doesn't matter whether you are a trans woman, trans man, queer, blue, black, regular.
We just
It
need
doesn't matter. We all have to live here.
creators. We just need creators.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, okay. Bring some people up. Let's talk. Because I'll just keep talking about this.
I don't know why the people acting shy today,
Oh,
honey.
they don't want to come up? Oh
Y'all
my
be jumping on these,
God.
y'all be
What?
fixing on these links any other
Oh,
time.
y'all
If y'all have
do.
questions,
Thank you,
comments,
Heart.
if y'all want
Thank
Earth
you.
to expound upon anything, hit the link,
Yeah. Oh
come and engage her.
my
Because we have about 30 minutes left, you guys. So I need, so if you guys have anything you want to expound upon, come and chime in on the
Yes.
discussion. Now I
Please.
know that
Please.
Mo had mentioned. She said, "Baby, if she had a piece of old nasty piece of land, she has type of old nasty piece of laundromat on there,
Yes. And yes.
storage facilities, things that are practical."
Well, then if ain't nobody coming up, then let's talk about building something, okay? Oh, great, it's
Okay.
Mark,
Okay.
I
Now I can't stay, unfortunately, because I have a live podcast I'm getting ready to do in like 3 minutes. But
Yeah,
I
hi.
just want everybody to hear and that are going to watch this replay. We really have to get behind what she's doing. And the
Oh,
fact that Creator brought us together, both of us together through the
Yes.
Christmas Day massacre. That was the
Right.
best Christmas
Yes.
gift ever.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, I like her. She gonna
The
be
Lord
my
works in
friend.
mysterious ways. I see.
Very, very.
Yes.
So all of the leaders, all of us who are leaders out here, and that
Yes.
means all of us in
Mm-hmm.
your own area, it does not matter. There's so many of us that come through these doors, come through my virtual doors.
Right.
You know, Dr. Larry Reed's virtual doors, Reckless's virtual
Tasha
doors.
Right.
Kane,
Right.
Norman
Yes,
Rose. Yeah.
we have educators, we have doctors, we have nurses,
Yes.
we have mechanics, we have, listen, don't ask me to put none together. I can barely put
Plumbers,
a plumbers,
welders. We need it
builders.
all. Yes.
You know, we have all of us that we can come together and build our actual communities and villages.
Yeah.
And like Chocolate Earth was saying, the political power, we do not realize what you can do if a group of us, a significant group of us, moved to a place, to an area that is less populated, because then what happens, right? It becomes more populated
Yes.
with us. And then it becomes
It turns
populated enough, you are able to get your own House representative, because it's two
That's
senators and
right.
then House representatives
Yes.
for, depending upon what the population is, but then you get your own state legislatures as well.
Right.
So, and
Exactly.
that's really what we have to understand, is that we can then change and shift an entire state.
Yes.
I mean,
We did
if you
it.
think about it, you
We did
can,
it. We turned Arizona blue. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. We
I
were a
may or may
part
not
of
agree with
that.
that, but y'all did it. Okay.
Yeah, we did. We did it. Don't be trying. We did it.
It wasn't, no, that wasn't me. But anyway, my point though, but that's a great point. If you think about it, in all the states where there are major metropolitan areas,
Right.
it is our vote that swings that state one way or
Exactly.
another.
Mhm. It is
Swings entire
56% of us are in the South.
right.
56%. There is no reason other than the fact we
I gotta
don't
come.
have any power. That's all.
Exactly. We
We don't
don't
have no
use our
political
power.
power. Right.
But
Thank you for coming up.
I love you guys. If you
I
guys are
love
still on, I'll
you.
be off in a half hour. If you're still here,
Okay,
I'll come right on back.
okay,
All right, baby.
Love you
all right,
guys.
love.
Thank you. Bye.
You guys also subscribe to Heart of Inspiration on YouTube as
Yes,
well. And
yes,
Maybe
please.
teaching and light work. We also have Anya. Welcome, Anya, to the platform.
Hi, Anya.
Hey, boo.
Hey,
Hey.
Conch,
Hey,
how are
baby.
you?
Hey, I
Hey.
am. I'm great.
Um,
Thank you.
I just want to just give our sister a big shout out, Chocolate Earth. I'm
Oh.
super proud of all that you're doing already. Just right now informing us is like really awesome. I can't
Thank
even
thank
necessarily
you.
sum all the words. But I do like my brother before he passed. My brother had started like gardening, like doing his own garden, like growing his own
Right.
things or
Yeah.
whatever, even from his own home. And it's
Hmm.
something I don't necessarily have a green thumb, but it
You
is
don't need one,
definitely something.
baby. I can teach
No,
you.
I
I
know
can
because
teach
the reason why I said that about me not having a green thumb, my brother,
you.
um, he used to tell us all the time, if whether you have the money, the passion for farming or not, you could just even the littlest things that you
Right.
can do from your own home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Mhm.
that's really not who I am, but I'm a person that believes in investment. I believe in generational wealth. So it's something that I definitely want to get into. Plus, my children, they like my oldest son, like I was saying a long time ago, he became an introvert. But what I've noticed about him, he's
Mhm.
done a lot of reading. He's very
Right.
inquisitive
Mhm.
about the things that we put in our systems. Like I smoke, right? So they're constantly trying to like stop me from like smoking and telling me like,
Okay.
it,
Right.
toxins, and then they go into the whole thing with food.
Yeah,
Like when anytime your children are concerned about, what's going into their bodies,
that's
the
right.
parent, what I mean, that like that should be the first thing that we think of. But when your children like talk about things like that, then for me, it's a motivation. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm definitely more interested. I subscribe to your channel. I'm
Thank
gonna go
you.
through once we get off with this
Yeah.
live. I'm gonna go through and view some
And
of
if
the
you
videos.
have any questions, I am available. Email me.
Okay.
If you have a question, you want to know something, please don't hesitate. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give away the bank because I still got to keep my pockets tight too.
Hmm.
However, the more of us that come together, the more of us that can protect each other, the more of us can have a life. It shouldn't be this hard. It,
You're
it,
right.
it it doesn't have to be. We don't have to keep working for people that ain't appreciating what we do when we can create our own. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you got your own piece of property, you got your own home, electricity, water, you doing your thing. All you paying is taxes every year, baby. That's it.
Hmm.
That's it.
Oh no,
And
we've definitely got because I think I said to you in the chat like last a couple of chats ago,
right.
their dad purchased land. So and he purchased it in Alabama, which is one of the cheapest states to purchase
Yes,
land.
it is. It is very
And he's been like, trying to buy farmland as well.
right.
And I'm like, okay, I'll help invest because like I said, I believe in generational wealth. I've
Yes.
studied, about Black Wall Street and things of that nature. I'm definitely about our community having our own
Right.
and doing our own thing. And so for me, it's like, just getting on board. I'm like really one of those people, like I like to work the back end.
Okay.
Let me
Well,
invest.
email me, and so we can talk. I have no problem with that because I want to work with like-minded people because the more people that I connect with, that comes back to me. Like
Mhm.
it works itself all the way around, and I get to do because yes, there's a little bit of selfishness in it that I do. I want to see us be better. I want to see us thrive. But right now, we worry about three major things at this point. This is our income, this is our home, and this is where are we living. And if we can create that, and it doesn't have to take years, it don't have to be 2028. We can do these things now. There are people out here that would be happy to help us build, help us do the different things we need to do to assist our kids and show them that we're not all a bunch of dadas and don't know what to do out here. We have children that we have to protect, whether they're your own or not. They're our future, regardless. They grow up and be us. So
Yeah.
it's
You're right.
time.
You're
It's time.
right. So,
'Cause it
yeah.
does start at home, because it starts with us, the elders and the adults and the parents. Like, because instead of sending the kids out to play, that playtime could be sending them out to gardens, send them out, like teaching them
Mm-hmm.
how to
Right.
utilize
Teach them
the
knowledge.
earth, how to be self sufficient.
Right.
These tutorials can be fun, creative, but also
I want to find the
gems
one.
and learning. Because I wish growing up that instead of us jump roping, I would have been taught to garden and the importance of
Mm-hmm.
food and how to grow these things. And so it definitely
Right.
starts at home, and
Yeah.
that's how we sustain these things generationally. Is we take it on, we pass it down to our children. They grow
Yes.
up, they utilize these things, they monetize these things, they live off these things, and they pass those things down to their children. It just is a gift that literally keeps on gifting, and
Mm-hmm.
it's an exciting thing. So reforming the entire system, and the old adage that my people shall perish from a lack of knowledge is just very true for the Black community. It's crazy that we spend $300 billion, that we have all of this money coming out of the community, and we're
Mm-hmm.
such a talented and improvisational people. And if we just would restream those gifts and be intentional about that money and not just be spenders, but be investors, be owners, etc. I mean, this community could be a powerhouse, but knowledge
Mm-hmm.
is a big part of that. A lot of us just didn't grow up with information. A lot of us don't understand taxes. We don't understand the government. We don't know where the grants are. We ain't taught where they are. I've always heard, uh, coming up that there's so much money to be given in the government, and that the government just gives
Mm-hmm.
and gives and gives away grants and gives away money. And clearly, many folks know
Yes.
how to take advantage of this. Clearly, they're also coming up in households and families where people understood the power of ownership. So
Mm-hmm.
they don't even have to really work in like in the field.
Well, no, because it's passed down. It's passed down.
Inheriting daddy's business. They have a place to shadow and to inherit. They have the silver spoon already prepared for them. And these are the things. Could be the same thing for our children. It could be the same thing for generations to come. So that ownership piece and just being intentional about that spending, but also properly educating. I know that my mentor, Larry, he sits through those boring seminars on marketing, like all the stuff that we call white people, like all the white programs. Yeah,
yes, I watch them. Me too.
And double down and be right there.
Yes,
and that's how he's building upon his business.
That's what I do. I do it. Yeah.
So you guys
and I want to see that.
You can guide y'all directly there. This live stream was for us to bring attention to what she's offering. So y'all go follow her, get in contact with her, email her so that y'all can deal directly with her and get into the details and the minutia of it. Okay.
Right. And I just want to say for everyone, I know people have been promising all kinds of stuff. And I want to be as transparent with you as possible. If you do decide to invest or donate, you will see what I'm doing step by step. Because I want it to come to fruition. This isn't just about, I want to make money. I want to be in a position where I'm safe. I have nephews. I have nieces. I want them to be safe. I want them to be able to walk down the street in their neighborhood and be safe, and we can build those.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And that's it. That's it. So
Black people are creative, and the Mayo people use our creativity to make themselves rich. We got to shake up and step it up. It's about damn time.
Yeah. This is the moment. This is the shift. You can smell it in the air, baby. It's time to strike.
It is. It is. Well, again, I salute you. I salute Conscious for always opening up the door. Definitely building buridges over the gaps, and I look forward to communicating with you offline.
Yes, please do.
Best wishes.
Okay, but
you too.
And what is your email, Chocolate Earth?
So you can reach me at chocolateearthfoundation@gmail.com.
Gmail. Okay, so just the G. Yep, just slap the G the Gmail on the end of Chocolate Earth Foundation, just like that.
Hold on, my producer is calling me. Give me
okay. So she's dealing with producers, you guys. Make sure that you guys subscribe over on YouTube. Chocolate Earth Foundation on YouTube. All of her links to her Cash App, her Instagram, etc. is all there. She also has content already there. She's also looking to get to 1K subscribers and monetize her platform. And you can email her at chocolateearthfoundation@gmail as well, so that y'all can have those direct consultations.
Exactly. And also too, my producer told me that I need to discuss my GoFundMe. So okay. So I'm gonna talk about this for a minute. So
and do you want to share your screen with the GoFundMe?
Sure. Yeah. Let me pull it up. Let me go ahead and pull it up right here.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down while she's doing that.
All right, love.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all stop it. I can't. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a behind the scenes person, and it's I just want to see better.
Girl, people are ready, Chocolate Earth. People being ready. People be ready, and that's why I have brought up the Dr. Umar stuff. And it's like, unfortunately, we get a lot of people who bamboozle Black folk. But what I love about that manifestation is it just shows Black people are ready. Black people want to do something with their money.
Yes, they want to.
They want to build shit. They want to do. They want hospitals. They're willing to fund these things.
Yes, there's one. Conscious, we only have one Black hospital in this country. One. And that's in Howard. That's insane. And I had this conversation on another panel, and the man go tell me, well, how we gonna build a hospital? I said, with bricks, with mud, with clay.
Because we already have Black people in the medical field. We have Black doctors, Black surgeons, Black dentists.
Exactly.
We have Black people in the medical field. We just now need Black facilities.
And they need jobs. Yeah. There are a lot of people who graduated and don't have jobs. And imagine being able to offer a nurse, a doctor, or so on and so forth, and give them a inexpensive place to work, or and live in the neighborhood. See that's the thing. All of this is made up, right? This is all created for somebody's mind, and we have followed it, but we've missed the biggest part. And I know and I understand, yes, we have been bombed. They have done all kinds of horrible things to our community, but we have to keep going. Do we stop? Do we give up? Because it's like we can't keep
You have to
talking
let money
about, right, our women and the medical, the hospitals ain't taking care of pregnant black women. We have elderly people that are out here homeless. That, come on. It's too much. So let me pull this up. I'll pull up the GoFundMe. But I'm gonna tell you guys just a quick story. And I told Conscious last week. And so I was invited to be a part of this thing on Clubhouse. And I ended up coming across a room where I met these women. And, I heard someone say on a panel one time, Black women don't support each other. And that's not true. That's never been true. Um, these women embraced me because I talked about what I wanted to do. And then they invited me to their seminar. And that gives me the opportunity to get in front of people that
to get in the room. Yeah.
I was crying.
To
We was
make
having
history. To get in the room to
church
make
here.
history, baby.
It's just like I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Mm.
It's hard because I've heard a
Yeah.
lot of no. I've heard a
Yeah.
lot of you crazy. I've heard a lot of you're trying to build a black utopia, and I wanted to bring that up. I appreciate you, Conscious, for saying.
Yeah.
I know. When we had the conversation, I was like, Conscious, no, I'm right. I got off. I was like, I told my sister, I said, he know I'm right. And
I
so,
always yes, I'm like I'm with the vision, but I'm just discouraged. Just discouraged. Mayonnaise evil got me discouraged,
that is
honey.
the point, though. That is the point. It's like the ugly dude at the club that just keep coming around and wear you out until you mistakenly give him your number and he keep calling you. Stuff like that. Just wear you down. And I understand that. And then when you turn around and have people play and take your money and don't give you anything, or take your money and come up with some made up excuse. This stuff is factual. Everything I've looked up is available to everyone else. I just took the information and put it all together so that it mattered, from where you were talking about the protection, all the way down to what we gonna build with, how we gonna, run it. These things can be done, and we have so many allies out here that you don't even know. There's such an untapped resource here in this country, and we need to do that so that we
Yeah.
can, we can be. I don't know how long. We don't know how long we here, but every day I get up and the siren don't go off, and we don't hear no trumpets. The sky ain't open. I got a chance to do something.
Right.
So let
And
me
Bougie Bobby says
pull.
you were about to say something about the Black Utopia. Yes. And what she's about to say is, yes, you're right. I am trying to build
Yes.
a utopia.
I did.
Okay.
I was offended the first time I heard that. And then I said, look, you're gonna have other people of other cultures. No doubt. People gonna come along. But
But it's the
yes,
truth too. Yeah, I
what's
am
wrong with that?
trying to
What's
build a damn
wrong
Black
with that?
utopia.
It is places in this country right now, ladies and gentlemen. There are now, yes, they're in pretty much around the DC, Maryland area, but there are 10 or 12, I'm sorry, 12 places, cities. There are like 10,000, 8,000 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
80% black with wealth. And we talking about a house. You want a house in that neighborhood, it's going to cost you six figures. And that's because they work for the government, or they're in higher positions that pay higher money. And that's how that works. That's how that works. And we're a global economy, people. We got to remember that, baby. Bougie Barbie, yes, the Black Utopia, baby. You come in, we just need to go on, and I'll go ahead and coin that, and so we can make that.
And guess what? A black
That's not
um
something. like some clothes. That sounds like some clothes right there.
And guess
Because
what, a bougie
yes,
Barbie?
yes, where everyone is
Chocolate
welcome.
Earth ain't even trying to bring all black people there. She just trying to bring those
No,
who want to be there. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up because I think a lot of times we want to go, oh, it's everybody. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because everybody ain't going. Everybody can't come.
It's for the willing and the able, baby. Okay, the able-bodied and the
Is
willing.
right. And the people that ain't out here on tripping on no craziness. I don't want to wake up and hear nobody doing no retarded stuff. Let's just enjoy barbecue, eat, be able to walk down the
Life,
street and
actual
talk
life.
to you, right, and talk to your neighbor standing outside. I miss that. I grew up like that. So I know it's possible. We just have to gate it. That's all.
Yes,
We gotta gate it.
absolutely.
It's gotta
Yeah.
have a
So with
security,
10
you
minutes
know.
left,
Yes.
10 minutes left. I know you want to cover the GoFundMe.
Yes, let me
Um,
go ahead and get that up right now. Hold on real quick because I got to
and
put
once
this
again,
little code in. And then I think that's it. That wraps it up. I so
and
appreciate you.
no, I appreciate you, and we support what you're doing over here. And
Thank
we want you
you.
guys to follow Chocolate Earth Foundation on YouTube, where you can find content she already has up. All her information once
Hmm.
again is on her YouTube page, her donation options, her Instagram, her social medias, etc. So make sure you guys subscribe to Chocolate Earth Foundation. She also, you can contact her directly for direct consultations at chocolateearthfoundation@gmail.com. So get into it, you guys.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. I got it up. Share my screen. Okay. This give me mad practice. Now I can really,
Yes.
I'm really
And you're doing
doing something.
good. For a
I'm
first time, you for the most part,
trying.
you're doing good. Yard.
Thank you. I'm trying to be something.
There it is.
Okay, here we go. Can you guys see it yet? Okay.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Now can you
Yeah.
guys see it?
Let's grow
Okay.
together.
So yes, let's grow together. I do have a video on here that talks about what I'm trying to do. Oh, I'm so glad you asked me this because I haven't put it
Mm-hmm.
on the GoFundMe yet, but
Okay.
I want to offer this to you guys because the audience is awesome. So here's what I'm gonna do. I would like for if you decide to donate, okay, whether you donate through Cash App or GoFundMe, make sure you email me because what I want to do is I want to put a list together so that you can donate chocolate earth. That's what I want to do. So
Okay.
please,
Can you say
that
it again,
way,
because
yeah.
it was some connection issues. Can you reiterate that?
Oh, okay. Can you hear me? Is it good now? Am I back in
Yes,
play?
it's good now.
Okay. So what I'm gonna add to the GoFundMe, but I wanted to share this with you guys first, is that if you decide to donate, email me please. Then I can put
Mm-hmm.
you on the list
Okay.
so that once the greenhouses go up, you guys will get a sample of everything that the first harvest, and make sure you're
Mm.
mentioned in what we do. So I'll make sure I also have it in form where you guys can see it. I'm gonna do a little video about it, but I wanna offer that to you guys so
Okay,
that
you guys.
y'all be the first.
Yes.
So
So you
yeah,
got to make sure if
yeah.
you guys donate through
Please
Cash
email
App
me.
or the GoFundMe.
However, and
Yeah.
yes, and even if it's not, if you don't have anything to donate, like I said, I think it's the minimum is like $5, $5. You can send me $1 on
Do you
Cash
have a
App.
goal?
It
Like,
all
is there a
depends.
goal that you're trying to reach?
Yes. Well, the goal is $10,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
However, right now I'm trying to reach $2,500. The $2,500 goes toward the down payment of the piece of property I found, and it goes toward the nonprofit paperwork. The rest of that goes toward like the greenhouse kits because
Mm-hmm.
what I'm going to do is go ahead and get them from Lowe's and then we'll build, but I want to go ahead and get started. So the kits that they have, you can just buy and put it up and it's already a
Yeah.
greenhouse. And all I got to
Right.
do is go in and start, putting the things like anything
Mm-hmm.
goes toward PVC pipe. And like I said, we don't need a lot of soil because we're going to be growing with water and
Water.
I'll also be streaming. from the greenhouse. So I want to share that with you guys. So please, you know, tell your family about me, tell your friends about me. And if you
About the
subscribe,
chocolate
that
earth
also
family.
helps me. Yes, that also helps me because when I do the videos, when I teach, um oh, okay, I will. I'll add that. Thank you, Lady Royal Supremist. So I have to add let me tell my producer, I need to add my Instagram
Yes,
to
YouTube.
my YouTube. Okay. All right. She said she'd do that.
And do you
Okay.
have all of
So
your YouTube and stuff listed in your Instagram bio as well for
yes,
you?
yes.
Okay, got
So if you go to my
it.
Instagram, so I'm gonna put both of them in there. So it'll have my personal Instagram and my Chocolate Earth Instagram, which is building up. We're building up that channel. So that way I can be reached because again, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible. I do need you guys' help. I have poured everything I have into
Yeah,
it. And this is where, I'm at a standstill. So and I want to get it up before winter. So if you guys help me, I got y'all. So
yeah.
thank you so much,
We
Conscious. Anybody got
all
any other questions for me,
let's grow
please?
together. GoFundMe. Okay. Is your GoFundMe also listed on the YouTube in the YouTube?
Yes, it is also listed on the YouTube page. Yes, it's
Okay,
all
great. So
listed
you
over
guys,
there. If you
everything
go
is on
to,
her
I think it's
YouTube.
under
So
about.
on the about section.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
everything
Okay.
is on the about.
Okay. And I'm also going to list
And
her
so
link and everything too
yeah,
in the description.
please, please, thank you. Because I want us to be a part of it. I want us to see something come to fruition. Because, like I said, we can start with the food. I get in front of the right people. We get that extra money. Now we can start building, and
Yeah.
we can start seeing something before next year. So I appreciate all of y'all, and please
City
ask
Farm says
anything
I
come
will
up.
email
Yes,
City Farm says
please.
I will
Yes.
email you about some US a DA incentive so
And
greenhouse can support.
and that's why we're so pressed right now about the nonprofit because a lot of the funds will like I'm considered an NGO right now, which is a non-governmental organization that is,
Mm,
trying to become a charity. Having that 5013C puts us in a position where there is so much money available for black farmers.
money on the flow.
Especially, I've got a trifecta. I'm
Mm.
black, I'm a woman, and I'm poor. Listen,
Trinity,
we
honey,
can
the damn
use it.
Trinity. Yeah.
Right, we can do it. And that's the thing. You don't have to have a lot of money. And I am talking to my working people, the ones that we don't get discussed. They always talking about either celebrities or somebody like laying next to the bus station. There's a lot of us that are like two or maybe one check away from losing everything. And I know what
Yeah.
that's like. I know what that's like. So
Yeah.
yes, let's do that. Let's get a foundation. That's why I built it. I said
Yeah.
that Chocolate Earth Foundation because we need a new one. We can have our own black utopia in America. Listen,
Yeah.
they still gonna make money off of us. You know it. So there it is. That's all. That's it.
There it is, you guys. Well, all of Chocolate Earth's information is going to be listed, you guys. Once again, make sure to go over
Thank
to
you.
Chocolate Earth Foundation on YouTube, where you can find all of her links. Her GoFundMe
Hmm.
is in the About section. It'll also be listed in the
Thank you.
description box below. You can also directly contact her for consultations at Chocolate
Hmm.
Earth Foundation at gmail.com, honey. Okay, if you
Okay.
donate to the GoFundMe, either through the GoFundMe or through the Cash App, she's going to put you on a list so that when greenhouses go up, you guys have first dibs on harvest. Okay, baby, that's a good run of the mill, honey. Okay, and Lady Royale Supreme asks, can you ask her to put the GoFundMe in the chat? I'm going to list it in the in the
It's
description.
on there now. My assistant producer put it on there. So my Instagram is now on the YouTube page. So if you go there now,
Okay,
my Instagram
so
is there.
Instagram, thank you
And it's
for running
under
over
Shakira Janae. That is my first name and middle name. So
there.
yes. And also AKA Chocolate Earth for life. Because I see it.
Period. So you guys make sure when you catch this in the replay, know that
Thank
everything is going to
you.
be in
Yes,
the description
please.
box. We
And
love
leave
you.
comment. Thank you. Love you.
Yes.
Love you so much.
I love Chocolate Earth. If you need anything, girl, hit me up. You
Thank
can use the
you,
platform anytime that
Conscious.
you need to
Thank
bring
you.
awareness, girl.
Yes,
If
yes, we're
you
gonna
need to
do a
share,
part
if you need
two.
to share
Uh,
anything out,
yes,
let me
yes,
know.
I got you.
And I got you. So just we'll stay in touch.
Yes, we will. You know that. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, babes. That was Chocolate Earth, you guys. This is the future, girl. We living in the technological age, honey. Girl, water becoming the new soil, honey. Okay, microgreens and things, girl. Not only is it healthy, you can grow your own stuff, girl. Fuck all this pesticide, mosquito bitten, bat blood drenched stuff they selling out in these markets, girl. Okay, you can have your own kitchenette, your own refrigerator, your own little garden on your balcony, okay? In your extra bedroom, girl, you can do the things of the things of the things, honey, okay? And it's lucrative, okay? So if you guys want to know more about how those things become lucrative and the pathway to making money from microgreening, from purchasing land. Maybe you guys already have properties that you're sitting on that are just collecting dust. Okay, contact Chocolate Earth Foundation directly at gmail.com, honey. Get your consultation today. Support the queen. Make sure that you guys subscribe. Okay, the Chocolate Earth Foundation on YouTube. She also trying to get monetized on her platform, honey. Okay, so she can slap the commercials on them videos, girl. Because you know it's hard out here for content creators, girl. Okay, we would be nothing without the aid and abetting of our supporters and our viewers. I thank you all for helping me to create a platform where we can highlight people at Heart of Inspiration. We can highlight individuals like Chocolate Earth Foundation, and we can use the platform, okay, to emphasize and to put out knowledge, okay? And we're going to be bringing a lot more of these type of conversations and these type of individuals to the platform, girl, so that we can continue to expound upon the knowledge, because it really is a knowledge issue. It really is just a lack of people just not knowing. Okay, we got a lot of eager people. We got a lot of people who willing to spend money, who willing to spend on what they believe, who they believe in, where they believe in, and so it's just a matter of knowing where and who, and then continuing to do. Okay, and we'll change the face of this thing before we even know it. So I want to thank Chocolate Earth Foundation for coming up, for blessing us once again. I'm going to link everything in the description box, so just give me about 15 minutes. I got to make a phone call. I'm going to be back with you guys tonight to get into some more things. I got to take care of a few things before I come back, though, so you guys will see me. Once again, subscribe to Chocolate Earth Foundation. We love you, and I am out, you guys. Peace. And share this video. Share. More importantly, share out Chocolate Earth Foundation's YouTube page and spread the word. Okay.